good camaraderie, something they were needing, something they were missing from the previous split. And I thought individually, Cody was completely fine as a player, and Clutch, we'll see if they can step up now today against an undefeated team and a top echelon squad here in the LCS. Yuumi banned away, Aurelia dropped at the table. I'm always a little sad seeing blue team banning champs like Yuumi. I feel like they are first pick worthy, and thus you kind of want to force it on the opposing team, but something else in the eyes of Clutch for first pick here. Very, very, very fast bans also coming through as well. The fact that Clutch are pretty much doing it instantly. I think they may have predicted some of what C9 was trying to do, but Rumble, Jace, and one final ban going to be Rise from the C9 side, and now Clutch, what were you looking to first pick? Sylas is up, but keep in mind so is Akali. Some other important picks out there as well.
All right, Sylas definitely super versatile. We've seen it in all of Sona Taric has been left open, and they actually are allowing Clutch kind of the dare, you know, to break it if you, but then you're kind of stuck with Sona without a
you're playing Sona against a Taric who can all in you.
A strong lane partner.
Yeah, so Xayah Rakan down for the bottom lane. Very, very fast draft. Sylas not much of a surprise, and there is a Sona Taric bottom lane versus Xayah Rakan. That's already exciting. The Sylas and Akali trading hands, and we're like 12 seconds in on the second ban.
Yep, already trying to catch up here. I think the Akali is actually a super interesting matchup with Sylas too. We've seen it go so many different ways, and there are a lot of different changes you can make within the matchup as far as the Conqueror and the build that you go. Sylas definitely has his windows, but they're later in the game versus Akali.
All right, well, that's going to be exciting to see, even if they do match up directly one-on-one. We'll see where they all go. We feel like any of those players can play those champions. Hecarim, Nico, Kennen all banned away. One final ban for Clutch Gaming. What do C9 want? Of course, there's still a soul lane to grab for either side, and the jungler here as well, as it's been one jungle ban and two top lane bans on the C9 side.
Oh, Kindred as well being followed up here. Interesting because, like, the Hecarim makes so much sense with the Sona Taric, the super hard engaged damage jungler. Kindred also can make a lot of sense with this teamfight composition, but it's in a much different way. It's not your hard engage, so you have to get that from somewhere else. And they're just kind of taking off another one of those high damage junglers that has another ultimate that can save the Sona.
Also, Kindred versus Rek'Sai tended to be a bit Kindred favorite, if I understand correctly, which means that it kind of opens up the Rek'Sai pick pretty easily, baits him into it, so Lee Sin grabbed right away. And a Pyke coming in as well, and that is either it's a funnel strat or it's a solo lane Pyke right now. So getting their inspiration from Wonder over in G2, because Xayah Rakan's bottom lane, and that's Pyke top blind.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Let's go. I mean, it's flexible. You can play it mid as well. It
That's
doesn't
true.
Have to be top lane.
Yeah.
Pyke was a premier mid laner for quite a long stretch in solo queue, but I definitely expect it to go in the hands of Huni.
And now we get Camille top lane with the Rek'Sai coming through as well, so very exciting. We are seeing some different looks out of these teams. Solo lane Pyke, that is exciting. Camille back outside the jungle, also pretty cool, so I'm very hyped about this one.
So Camille actually is a really interesting last pick to me. The ultimate, the Hextech ultimatum from Camille is so good at actually getting the kills onto Pyke. The hardest thing with Pyke is locking him down. He's so slippery, has all this disengage, can get into the deep waters and go invisible, but Camille is one of those champions that is so good at all-inning Pyke. This top lane is going to be a battle. Huni and Licorice, this was one of our premier top lane matchups.
Yeah.
And they are gonna go take it to 11.
This is exciting because, yeah, Huni, again, essentially blinded the Pyke. It was indeed Licorice getting the last pick for top and says, okay, you're playing top Pyke, probably Camilla's my matchup. This is spicy, absolutely.
And both of them have junglers that can make early passes there. Rek'Sai definitely has the advantage in straight up 1v1 dueling with Lee Sin, but it is going to be about how they coordinate and track the enemy junglers to get those timings off.
This is going to be all kinds of fun to watch for here. It is going to be an electrocute for the Sylas, the Conqueror for the Akali, looking at runes as we load ourselves into this one. The second game of this new Clutch Gaming roster with Cody Sun down in the bottom lane. They have Titans ahead of them, though, in Cloud9. And now we've got C9 themselves hoping to keep that winning streak going. Over for 2-0. Start out the LCS Summer Split.
Ping's already going down in the C9 jungle here. Looks like Clutch might go for an invade. Let's see, it looks like a top side.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Well, of course, Pyke can be very good level 1. That Q can be pretty nuts, so can E-Flash. And there's maybe just enough follow-up with a Rakan.
Lee Sin showing on the ward that they expect to be there, but the rest of Clutch Gaming will catch Licorice unawares.
All right, Licorice gets spotted right now. Nice E over the wall. Is there going to be enough setup? They try with Rakan, but no. Licorice able to learn the hook shot in time to get away from the knock-up, and he will walk away. No Summoner's Burn, a little bit of damage dealt. But now it means that jungle control goes to Clutch Gaming side. They put a ward on the red buff.
Well, you always should be responding on the opposite side of the invade. As soon as you see that, you can see the movements here from C9. You react instantly, go in and get counter wards on the enemy jungle. So both sides do have those deep wards on the red buffs.
But I do really like this level 1. It shows that it's in preparation. They know where Licorice likes to sit at level 1. They even had Lyra show on a ward that they know C9 puts down. I love that kind of level 1 preparation. It sadly doesn't mean a whole lot other than forcing your opponent to learn hook shot, which is probably not the ideal level 1 for lane, but they get that anyway, and now we have the sort of battle starting with a blue buff steal for Clutch's side.
Very aggressive look here from Clutch Gaming, going for the invade, taking away this blue. Looks like some question mark pings. They're trying to split the map here. Give up their own blue to the Rek'Sai. Lyra's going to continue to farm out this side.
Ooh, and a knockup very early on. Sun's not even going to land on the support, so really good autos coming in towards Sneaky at half HP already. Cody, Sun, and Vulcan ready to take it to C9.
That's the thing you have to watch out for always as the Sonateric lane is the all-ins early on. Zyrakan definitely extremely potent, and they're using that to their advantage so far. As soon as Lyra shows on this ward on the red buff, that will alert Svenskeren that he has gone from his own side. Pass over his own ward here and just continue clearing through the chickens.
And so right now, pretty much perfect information for both these sides. As we watch the top side fight, not going to be more damage coming in here, but Clutch knows that Sven went red to Krugs now onto Raptors, and counting the camps that Lyra had as well, it's pretty easy to surmise that that was blue Gromp onto that red buff. So, and now as they run through the Fog of War, we finally have some guessing games again for the jungle sides. Lyra taking actually a lot of farm here, doing the Raptors as well, and not going for his own blue buff, though Svenskeren could have gone there through Fog of War, I believe. Oh no, that is a ward in the river put down by Demonte, so that would have been known if it happened. Instead, he'll kill a Trinket but have nothing, or almost nothing to take away. Yeah,
he's going to lose out on an entire quadrant here. Lyra comes back to fight him rather than going for the reverse clear, though. Scuttle Crab's about to spawn, and that is going to be the first objective.
And level 3 for both junglers, and right now mid being pushed out by Demonte means it's pretty easy to own the bottom river. You can see Cody, Sun, and Vulcan doing the same, so there is exactly only one camp that Svenskeren can take. He is out of jungle camps once the wolves are dead.
Yeah, we should see Lyra just cross straight across mid lane and grab the other Scuttle Crab, considering his mid lane is also pushed up. Svenskeren's going for it right now, though, and it looks like the desync top lane is going to be the bigger tell. Licorice is moving over to make sure there's something for Svenskeren to take. They're actually going to gank mid.
He's going into mid, but Lyra's right there to stir him around, so now it's damage to Demonte, half HP on him. Niski's running forward, Svenskeren coming around as well. They land that first shuriken, flash over the wall. Does Niski flash for the chase? Q auto could be enough to kill him. He's going to flash for it. Oh, the Kingmaker heal comes in, but it's still going to be a lot of damage. There's the flash, the shield, the knockup. They're buying enough space, and now Niski is flashless. The heals come in, he's ignited, taking some damage, not going to die just yet. Look at another knockup in for the Rek'Sai. Can they get the first kill? First blood comes in for Cody's son. Sona has arrived as well. That's one picked up for Licorice, looking for a second as the kills are coming through for Cloud9. Side of 3-1 already. Can he land a spell? Nothing's in range. Nothing's up for cooldown. Doesn't go for the play, but still 2-1 Cloud9 with first blood to Cody's son.
Action-packed start to this game. Only 4.5 minutes in, and everybody is partying down on the red buff side of the jungle of Clutch Gaming, except for Huni. The Pyke is pushing on top side. He will get a turret plate as well as push a bunch of minions into that turret. Now let's take another look at this replay here. They're chasing down Demonte. Licorice had come in and called it off, but as soon as they see the bottom lane also move up, you can see on the mini-map, Licorice also starts to converge. So that's going to mean that eventually Cloud9 will have more numbers because they have everybody down on the bottom half of the map. So much damage dealt by Cody's son here trying to chase them off, but Niski's able to kite him out long enough for the arrival of the C9 duo, which completely turns the tables. They get the extra kill.
All right, so this means we have a 300 gold lead to Cloud9, but Clutch still getting a decent amount of control here. Huni pulls in the crab, and Lyra grabs the top scuttle now as well. Huni, though, sadly still down in farm as Licorice comes back up top lane after the recall, after getting TP, and has more items and more CS. Huni will be on the back foot somewhat here as Licorice got the shot with the extra 300 gold from the kill as well. It's going to make that hard to equalize, but Tiamat not terribly far away from the Pyke as trades aren't continuing until bone plating drops off, and that's some pretty good damage. That shield stops all the damage output.
I mean, that's a lot of long swords there. Licorice was able to pick up off of the back. And we talked about earlier the Hextech ultimatum, so good for Camille here in the 1v1 with Pyke. Definitely has a huge advantage, so Huni's going to have to be very careful. And now that there's a lot of extra money on the Camille, as well as the approaching level 6.
You see Niski having to play very far back right now, is being pushed around by Demonte a bit, who has that assist to his name. Items roughly equal across those players, Huni left sitting under turret without too much difficulty. And now we have Clutch Gaming. Again, more pressure in this bottom lane. And look at the farm difference. It's 45 on the Xayah to 19 on Taric. That is the direct comparison, is the Taric to the Xayah, and it's more than double. Plus the Mountain Drake, plus the first blood Cody Sun has. Clutch Gaming are by all rights slaughtering the bot lane 2-on-2. It is not close right now.
Yep, the new addition here, Cody Sun, definitely faring extremely well. Sun Attack usually going to get a little bit behind, but not this much behind in lane.
Yeah.
Versus the Xayah Rakan. The really aggressive looks. Also, the roam up into the jungle was while there were more minions killing off their opponent minions, so a lot were denied there. And that is going to be a fairly big gold sink here. And one of the reasons why the gold is still so close, even though C9 got the extra kill.
Well, we can see as they pass once again by each other, the mid laner is still a bit close, but Demonte is winning in farm overall. This is actually largely a several lane lead. The jungle's up in farm, mid and bot are doing quite well. It's actually really only Licorice above Huni as far as laning phase leads here. You can see the gold, despite the extra kill, has now down to an only, well, it's actually back at 500 as waves go, traded back and forth, but you know, it's pretty close here overall as a game. And Clutch Gaming, I think, so far, being somewhat impressive. You came into this split, you would maybe not expect them to do well against C9, but this game doing pretty well so far. Lyra now backfilling into the bottom lane as Demonte running by as well. This is a 4v2. There are no ults for the C9 duo. Second plate falls, third plate gonna drop now as well. And how far back they have to play, threatened by the dive.
Yeah, this is a completely split map right now. Cloud9, weak side down on the bottom. Meanwhile, top side, Clutch Gaming's weak side there. Huni's having to defend against all the looks from Licorice and Svenskeren roaming around. Big cash in, though, on the plates on the bottom side for Clutch Gaming. Very nice power play there to push in and get some gold out of this advantage.
Yeah, right now 900 gold above Sneaky. Not a completely fair direct comparison, but still factually accurate. 900 also up above the Taric, which is the 1-for-1 right now in this point in the game until Sneaky completes that. And now Licorice taking a trade against Huni, and you can see how much damage he deals. Yes, he'll regen most of that back up, but Licorice still does come ahead in those trades.
Yeah, Licorice has command of the top side. He's still about 300 gold away, or ahead from the kill that he got on the bottom half of the map. And as you can see, trade goes pretty close to even as the potion and passive from Pyke, though, can heal Huni back up.
Just fine to full HP as Licorice pushes in, but team out wave clear, pretty easy to do, and there's not going to be too much of a difficulty even using the Q and a bit of mana to make sure the minions all go down. Svenskeren now lurking around, does have the controller to keep this one in the fog of war.
The ping onto Lyra.
Well, first a fight in the bottom side, trying a couple ultimates down, and vulnerability come in for the C9 side, and now it's a fight in the top side, 2-on-2. Jungle Knight's kickback on a Svenskeren, but a lot of damage. Ult comes in, that's going to catch Lyra 1-for-0, and a good flash gets away from the fear, from the depth. So the damage, the ultimate, that's the word I was looking for. Pyke not going to get any kills, and a 1-for-0 Cloud9 on the top side looks really good there.
Yep, both teams playing off their strengths here. C9 trying to focus on the top side. They do get the 2v2 advantage. Niski roams up there, but it's too late, and that gives Demonte an opening to go for Clutch Gaming's advantageous side of the map. Again, passing on bottom. This will be the turret. First turret kill going to go over to Clutch Gaming, as well as every single plate.
Plate number 4 and a 10-minute first turret. This bot lane is working wonders. Cody Sun, the roster changed this split, and maybe Clutch turned their fates around with this player upgrade.
Here's another look at that. As the camera was up there, I was going to see if Svenskeren was going to get a ping on Lyra from the passive with Rek'Sai. He immediately goes in, gets the knock up, stopping him halfway through as the Hextech ultimatum from Licorice, and he's able to flash out of Huni's ultimate, but you can't flash Rek'Sai's ultimate.
Nope.
Big difference there. Pyke ultimate gets flashed, no execution. Rek'Sai ultimate gets the kill under tower.
Yeah, death from below, not able to land right there. X did not mark that spot. And you can see this game now. Cloud9, though, I want to point out that because of that turret being killed by Clutch, Cloud9 down in gold, Clutch winning through the bottom lane substantially. Reaver done, now a fight in this top river.
Yeah, we're going to have a fight over this Rift Trail. C9 have one less person, though. Sneaky cannot join. There is no Sona here, so it should be a Clutch Gaming objective.
It's theirs, absolutely. There's the eye, gonna be picked up, and they've still got 3 minutes to work with before plates drop. A charge is pretty much always 2 plates outright. It deals true damage, you might as well summon it early. And we'll see what they can do. 800 gold up, plus an expected 320 or more if they can push through. As they've got 3 to 4 members top side right now, only Silas holding mid, recalling, and yes, an early summon, but they found a fight! Vulcan is gonna drop down right away. The fight continues now. They find that first stun, kicked over the wall, not gonna find that kill in Licorice just yet, not rooted in place either. Sensker trying to find some damage towards Huni. Goes for the ult, gets some decent damage there, blasts over the wall, but he's not invisible, and the damage is gonna come through, plus the extra kill for Niski. It is 2 kills picked up right now as Vulcan's already respawned, making that a 3rd overall. This is an absolute crush of a team fight, C9 side.
Yep, C9 rotating everybody up there, and Sven Scarron on this Rek'Sai is absolutely on a tear. Finds the extra kill onto Huni, allowing now Sneaky and Zazel to get some turret plates of their own.
And of course, the Rift Herald did absolutely nothing, was killed out. 1 turret plate gone. The stun comes in, and so gotta push back Cody some, but not gonna find any more extra gold off that structure. But what a good fight, puts C9 back 1,000 gold ahead, and stops everything that was gained by that Rift Herald take.
All right, other things to watch out for too. This Akali starting to become very threatening. Niski got 2 kills in the last fight, now has 150 gold bounty on his head, has finished the Hex Tech Gunblade. Very big spike for this champion.
Well, coming up, first person view of Licorice, and their next replay there. We'll see when that comes through, and here we go. Licorice in this fight. Sitting in the fog, waiting to kill off Vulcan, knows he's in there, and then bam, E in the knockup. Plenty damage there. That first kill is really, really easy. Getting pulled in a fog of war that makes it a bit more difficult. He's got to figure out what he wants to outplay. That kick, I think, kind of saves him a bit. He's out of range of everything.
Yeah, I like the immediate pings, too, from C9. In this pro view, you can see all the communication going on. He keeps his eye down there onto the kill, and they're able to finish off the Rift Herald next.
Yeah, finish the first half. Like, he did that, and then got kicked out, and it's like, okay, I'm out of range. guess I'm done.
Just watching now.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if Lyra can find anything here in the mid lane. It's very difficult on Akali unless Niski goes very, very aggressive. So he's going to actually walk up through a whole bunch of wards to try and lend some more support to their duo. And I think that is where Clutch Gaming should continue to pressure. Cody's son is their big way to win this game. This Zaya so far ahead with all the turret plates that he has been able to mine. He is going to build very nicely into a full crit build and be the damage output they need.
Yeah, this feels very much, especially as the gold is pushing towards C9's side. Licorice stealing away this red buff as well. This is a little bit Cody's son versus the world. The difficulty being that there is no great frontline tank for the squad. There's a lot of engage, which is cool. You've got Silas able to steal some stuff away. Stealing Sona would be pretty magical. Rakan's, of course, great about that, but it's really the only guy with a substantial lead is Cody's son. So we'll see if he can do it. He can put the team on his back. It's still a pretty close game, but it just feels skewed in that way. C9 gonna grab this Mountain Drake, so they're gonna answer that one no problem. As minions are picked up in various spots around the map. Licorice with this red buff could pretty easily fight Huni, but not gonna go for the turret damage. Or fighting him under turret when the CC is available.
Yeah, C9 quickly approaching their team fight phase here. With the Sona Taric, that is what you want to do. Use these support ultimates for a grouped up fight. So much protection is available with the Taric and then the AoE ultimate from Sona to lock down those priority targets. As you mentioned, there are not very many tanky members on Clutch. So if someone gets caught in a Sona ultimate, or even just a knock-up from Rek'Sai to hold them in place long enough, it will be very, very short-lived.
And one thing I want to just sort of reiterate quickly when I talked about Cody Sun versus the world. Yes, this game is very close in gold. It's 100 apart. But last I checked, which is 12 seconds ago, every single member on C9 has more gold than their opposite member, except Sneaky versus Cody's son. So it is sort of like a full court press for C9 side with Cody. Yes, I know like the laning phase makes that awkward. It's Sona bot lane, but the other 4 all have more gold. including top jungle mid, which were not influenced by the Sonateric lane.
All right, yep, it is a Klepto Sona stealthy bottom side, but we'll see how they fare when they do start to make use of those big ultimates. Niski again, the Akali here with the Gunblade, looking for Cody-san. That is his main target for these fights. And Akali very adept at weaving past a lot of different members to try and get that priority damage.
And as they stack up and as that Archangels moves closer and closer to completion, the mana right now, 268 of 750. It's going to be a while till Seraphs is done for Sneaky. It's going to be a fairly long road up to the next power spike. So that's one thing to watch for when it eventually does come through. Cody-san going actually for a very high AD build. I actually like this one a lot. S3 into IE. Oh, they got a fight here on the top side, though. This is a nice knockup. Big damage on Lyra. That shield comes in to save a lot of space, and a good kick keeps him safe as Lyra is able to walk away, but now there might be a re-engage. No one goes over the wall. Ooh, they find a nice engage right there. That's Licorice locking one down, and there is all the damage on Nahuni through one ult, and the Terrical keeps the rest of the squad safe. As you mentioned, health bar's not high on Clutch. One lockdown spell enough to kill the top laner.
Yeah, C9 gaining early advantage in the team fight by Sven getting the huge chunk down onto Lyra, forcing them into a defensive battle pattern, and then being able to find that extra kill off of the teleports when Clutch Gaming were already at a losing health bar scenario. They decide to re-engage, and that is going to be Cloud9 now dispersing to farm the side lanes.
Really nice stuff by them. Once again, puts the gold lead in their favor by 1,300 as top's going to be pushed in. The Trinity Force about halfway done here for Licorice, and golden inventory means he's almost done with it. Very little to go now for that one. Maybe 300 gold and he's done. So 2 waves or that turret and he's got it. Akali pushing in the bottom lane as well. All these lanes are doing nicely. Cloud9 sizably now feeling comfortable in this mid game. Had a fairly close match against FlyQuest yesterday, but did come away with, I would say, mostly a great mid game that transitioned well for them. Looking at a sort of a similar look here in Clutch, in the fact that it's not that they're running over them from start to finish, it's that they get some control and then it starts to turn over.
And speaking of that control, one of the biggest things about Sonateric bottom lanes is that you get 2 quest upgrades for placing more wards. They have access to so many more wards now. Sneaky and Zazel both can put out a lot of vision for themselves. So with this advantage...
Oh, just turned away. That could have been really close. Zazel nearly knocked up there by Rakan. 3v2 could have been enough, but it wasn't quite there. They walk away, fighting for ward control, and Lyra gonna knock down that controller, plus Cody-san pushing into the mid lane. This Xayah can do a lot of damage. Rakan with Demolish, some damage here. They can stop the TP. If they hit with Demolish, they can stop the TP. They gotta let him come down. They get the kill on a Taric, and now it's Licorice in front of the team. But they're gonna maybe find a big root. Niski showing up. He's trying to take down Cody-san by himself. Gets right back in the solo kill in the bot lane, and the rest of the squad is already here. Cloud9 now running in for more kills. A stun on a Vulcan, trying to jump away. Is that Rakan, but he's slowed yet again. Rek'Sai showing up now as well, trying to scatter, trying to get back to their base. A flash knockup is the setup they wanted. A kick only buys a little bit of space. They will still go down. It's 4-1. A gigantic team fight for C9.
Yep, that's going to be a big, big game changer for C9. They have full control of the map. The biggest thing that Clutch have to be thankful for is that it's not 20 minutes and there's no Baron available for Cloud9 to take after that fight.
They could have stopped this teleport. Demolish was ready. That turret was at 1/3.
All right, take a look. They go for the dive, and they do kill off Zazel, taking down the Taric, but they use so much in it, and they leave Cody-san here with tower aggro on a tower that had 10 HP left on him, open to the rest of Cloud9, immediately diving and killing off their biggest member. You said it was Cody-san versus the world, the one with all of the money on the team.
Yep.
The Xayah taken out, separated, and because of that dive, Cloud9 can get to chase them down, pick up the extra kills, grab this dragon, and actually prepare for that Baron upon arrival. They have the double sight stones basically for the extra wards, and they could just set up and force Clutch Gaming to walk into them. It's so dangerous now.
And that Baron is spawning in 15 seconds. An Ocean Drake to keep them topped off. If Geeth needed even more help than a Sonateric to give, another slow's gonna be found. Cody-san is just gone, deleted by the engage, and what a timer for that, as Baron is now spawned.
Tough to be an AD carry with no flash there, with Camille and Akali looking for your head.
Yeah.
Cloud9 find it, they get the extra kill, they're gonna run straight down mid lane, and this game is wide open.
This game is closing quickly on the Clutch Gaming side. That door is wide open for C9 to run through it. as they knock down that mid lane turret, and they stick around for the inhib at least a little bit. You're gonna knock down these minions, and they are gonna back off, but Cody Sun spawning in 4 seconds, and this time he will have ult available for the self-peel. Means maybe Cena doesn't look for Baron right away, maybe they get vision and a reset afterwards. We'll see what they go for here. 20:35 into the game, C9 sizably ahead, over 4,000.
Cloud9 did extremely well in Spring Split, went to Korea in the offseason, were very public about their boot camp and training over in Korea, really focused, and it seems to have paid off. They've picked up right where they left off from last season. Extremely quick games here, winning a lot of these mid-game team fights. Let's see if they can finish it out, because 21 minutes into the game, all they have to do is reset and get back out to this Baron area. Clutch are trying to be the first ones there to have some vision for themselves to allow the possibility of some counterplay. You mentioned Rakan engage, Pyke engage. These are their tools to try and find a surprise.
Nice scouting right there by C9. IE is done for Cody Sun, so this might be the one moment they look for. They get the separation on a 1, looking for the kill on Demonte. Pops his on his hourglass, now looking for the re-engage, but they're invulnerable as CG tries to come in. There comes that first kill. Demonte is gone already, and it's 5v4 as C9 runs for more kills. Looking over the wall. There's the knock-up onto Huni, looking for the kill. They might just find him. He tries to run away, finds the stun, and a blast cone goes to even more safety. And now Cody Sun is the front runner. He's the one who might be found out here. A turret to put themselves a little bit of space. Look for the crescendo, look for the stun, not gonna find that just yet. The feathers come back, they don't find the stun, but they will find that kill as Vulcan drops down. That's one traded back though. Cody Sun does find some shots, and death from below will not land as Cody Sun is gone, and Pyke is gonna fall as well. Lyra versus the world, Baron could be in C9's eyes.
Yeah, it has become a bloodbath here. Cloud9 just chasing Clutch all over the map. No area is safe. You've got towers, doesn't matter. You've got jungle creeps here, doesn't matter. Baron is alive, doesn't matter. They're gonna go for all the kills.
And they are getting so far ahead now. This fight right there, it's a great pick. They find Demonte, and Licorice just starts it right off.
All right, take another look here. Big chunk on the top side, using Taric ultimate offensively. I like this look. They just pop it early and know that they can go get a huge health lead at the start of the team fight. They fully engage on Demonte. Even though it is Silas, you've got the Taric immunity, so they just chase Clutch Gaming off. And again, they split and they segment this team fight. Clutch have to scatter here. Clutch have not had a single team fight where they've been able to set up on their terms with their engage. It has been Cloud9 dictating the pace of this game, of these team fights, and of the end as well. Huni tries to get over the wall there, but Niski walking out of range means you don't teleport if you don't hit it.
Yep. And he almost hit Sneaky, but Sneaky turned around. Almost got him in the edge of that one. But now Fight continues once again inside the pit in vulnerability. Well timed to keep Niski safe. And Clutch just cannot buy that kill. They force the ults out, but the healing coming back in. C9 back to pretty much full HP.
Yeah, those are two pretty big ultimates. With no Akali ultimate, the full 100% to 0 threat on Cody Sun is greatly reduced. And that is also the Taric ultimate, so this is Clutch Gaming's chance.
Trying to force the fight without Taric ultimate. Can they get their way in? Niski now looking for the flank. Huni at HP. Oh, it's a 4-man crescendo. The stun bolt not there just yet, but the feathers fly. They find a bit of damage, and a stolen crescendo does a little bit now as well to push them back. Niski low on health. Licorice does find that first kill, though. Lyra isolated from the squad. Couldn't flash away, and C9 still come away with the kill.
Hey, Sneaky comes up with a big flash crescendo. Now the doorway towards mid lane is actually open. They're splitting. Half of them going back to the Baron, though. Looks like just Licorice and Sneaky trying to take out that tower.
And they're making sure that Baron's not being snuck, and then if there's any recalls, maybe they can stop them if they're doing it, obviously. Huni is sitting around. He might be the one to try to turn this one. There's always that small possibility something goes well for him, but it's all in fog of war. Looking for the Q, looking to pull someone around, but now he's got to run away. Licorice is here, finds the stun, but also slowed. Gonna stay alive, but he's got to somehow steal this. Vulcan coming around, Demonte here as well. This is a tough fight, but one that Clutch needs to find a way to win. Akali ult stolen now by the Silas. Goes in for a bit of an engage. That's big damage for Demonte. Almost knocked out Sneaky, but the shields are just too much. And now it's time for Baron. The kills are still coming through for C9. Only the Taric falls. That spite's gonna land. And Cloud9 come away 2 for 1 with the Baron on top of it.
Yep, and they're gonna continue looking for those kills. Licorice goes in.
They're gonna find Vulcan a little bit. Oh, over the top goes the Rek'Sai. And now where can they even run? The outer turret's already gone. Look at the next stun, a nice flash in for Licorice. Grado! not as amazing, but it's going to be fine. It's still C9 so far ahead. Niski once again spots Lyra, finds that first slow, looks for round 2 as soon as he can, but a ward up keeps him safe. Well, it's going to stop at 4-20 in kills, but that inhibitor is going to drop.
Yeah, it's not going to stop at the kills anymore. Baron buff is on, so there should be some turret destruction here. Cloud9 actually looking like a reset. A lot of gold gains in the last frantic moments that we've had.
Yeah.
Haven't had a reset in quite a while, so it is going to be back to base to purchase, then pushing with the Baron buff. Here's another look at how they started out. Remember, there was just this fight before this where they killed off Lyra, so C9 knows there's no jungler. That's why they're forcing so hard on this Baron, and Clutch Gaming know that this is their chance. 4v5 with Baron damage going, 2 members left in the pit. Maybe they can create something with the chaos. They try and converge, but sneaky with all the shields, the barrier coming through, too much protection and not enough focus from Clutch Gaming to be able to pick up that kill. So C9 get the Baron, they get the reset. They are not only rich, but also empowered to push.
Yes, they are. Still 2 minutes on this 1 second. Mountain Drake was picked up during the replay. They stopped the siege and picked up the neutrals instead. And they got all kinds of time to take a lot over. Now look for the hard engage. They're going to get that kill. Nice pick up there. That's good by Vulcan. And a nice kickback. Oh, no, not going to find that one. Licorice actually going to stay alive. He's going to be okay on this.
Very good look here from Clutch Gaming. Vulcan knows that they have very little chance if they let the Baron team push up to the towers and play it slow. So he goes very fast, flashes in with the recon. They get the kill onto Sneaky, and that might buy them some time in this game.
And that's where it falls, and it's pretty easy for Caller to walk backwards. So 1 kill is nice, but it wasn't a very big shutdown. Sneaky was mostly assist heavy, so pretty bare bones one there.
Yeah, it does buy you time though. While he's in the death chamber, the gas is off from Cloud9. They're not pressing ahead on inhibitor turrets. And those are the things you have to look for. You know, you're so heavily behind in this game. It's always nice for me to see teams in that position looking for the killer instinct, looking for those offensive plays to try and fight their ways out of it, rather than just sitting back and letting it happen.
No, I totally agree. You think about what are the odds that Clutch win this game? It's, 9-1 or something. So you should take an 11% play. That's already better than your odds of winning the game. So anything with those odds is actually a better chance to win. This is, of course, a pretty foregone formality to get that kill on Sona. That was a nice one. But still, 40 seconds left to siege here for C9. They've got a lot of window, at least enough window to knock that inhibitor if they want it. They're playing a little bit slowly here, but they have Sona back. Mid cleared, now walking towards the bottom lane to join up with Licorice's Camille. And this should be second turret bot lane gone.
Yeah, Licorice Camille, by the way, is 6012, 700 gold bounty with GA active on him.
Yeah.
3 item power spike. This is an extremely scary level 16 all in. That is basically just going to pick a target. It should either be Cody's son or Cody's son and finish that one off.
Demonte without Zonia's is an okay target, but I agree, Cody is the optimal one here. Looking at some wave, not gonna happen just yet. There's the stun, there's the dive in towards Demonte. It is indeed. A lot of damage coming across. There's invulnerability and 2 kills picked up very quickly. Hootie cannot get away either. Make it already 3. Now down for another one. They're gonna find number 4. Lyra gonna drop without a casualty. C9 gonna knock down the bottom inhibitor turret. The inhib will follow, and the Nexus is in their eyes right afterwards.
Cloud9 will be undefeated after week 1 of the LCS, coming back in summer in style.
A lot of great games out of Licorice here. The whole squad looking pretty solid, picking up where they left off. A top team in the LCS, one of the Titans here. Expecting them to go to Worlds, and they still look on form. C9 2-0, padding the stats, knocking down the Nexus.
Woo! Action-packed game. We were excited in Champion Select for the Pyke-Camille matchup.
Yep.
They did not disappoint. The junglers both went up there very early. Cloud9 got the kills with the guaranteed Rek'Sai ultimate, and they were able to use that for a lot of roams from Licorice. But I have to say, Sona Taric also still very strong, still working out very well in the mid game.
Yep.
Those ultimates giving you a lot of power in team fights, and every time they brought them together, Clutch Gaming had to separate in these team fights. And once you scatter versus that team, you're just in the perfect opportunity for champions like Camille, like Akali, to pick you off. You know, it's a really good composition, actually, coming all together. where you can force a break like that.
Yeah, I thought C9 was very, very good. Honestly, to me, this sort of result is expected when they were one of the top teams at the end of the spring split. They seem to have not dropped a beat. They are still incredible. The interesting story to me is actually talking about Clutch. With the roster change, what kind of team are they now? Are they a playoff team? Are they making good upgrades? I was still impressed by Cody's son. Their bottom lane was substantially ahead. Their very early game plans was good, right? They stole the blue buff away. They took, 40% of Svenskaren's jungle out. Like, that was a really, really good start. It collapsed when the first sort of like mid lane into bottom jungle collapse happened. That started giving gold away. But the bot lane, the early jungle, those were really solid. Those were moments of strength for Clutch. But it really fell apart in team fights. That's where it felt like they dropped the ball and C9 outplayed them. Would be cool to see if they can clean that up. We've got, of course, 8 more weeks of Clutch Gaming in the regular season. We'll see if they can make playoffs there. But for more on that victory, we're standing by with Cloud9's Rogue Assassin.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Great cast on the day. I am joined by Cloud9's Nisqy after their win over Clutch Gaming. Nisqy, it looked like you had so much fun this weekend, stealing ults on Sylas, cutting up your opponents on Akali. How's it feel to be back on the LCS stage?
It feels great because the meta right now is really fun, and I feel like we're enjoying the game way more than before, at least for me, because I'm playing OP champions. So yeah, it feels good to be back.
That's awesome to hear. Just a quick 2 question for you. Here's the final one. Looking at coming into this weekend, what did you guys kind of have set out to accomplish? Even with the 2-0, that feels good, but did you check all the boxes?
Yeah, we're trying to play more around limits, and I think we can see that today against Clutch, we went in like without any hesitation, and yeah, that's what makes the difference, I think, against other teams.
Right on, Nisqy. Thank you so much. Best of luck in the rest of the season. Congrats on the win. We're going to throw it back to the State Farm analyst desk to break that down.